welcome to my daily what I eat in a day. So I decided today that I'm going to do a video on what all I eat in a day, and I am back to doing SkinnyBox, which I'm really excited about. So today I am starting off my day with a SkinnyBox cinnamon bar. I usually start off my mornings with my first meal being a bar. That may change up here soon, but for now, I like to just be able to grab that first thing. It's something easy. I don't have to prepare. I don't have to shake it. I literally just open it and go. So I am pairing that with a cup of coffee, and I'll be back in, I don't know, about 2 hours and maybe I think it's 2 hours and 45 minutes I have between my meals, and we can talk about the second one. Okay, so now I'm getting ready for my second SkinnyBox, and it is going to be the berry cream smoothie. So I have it in my blender bottle, and shaking it up. Now at the same time, I am also heating up my water for the vegetarian sloppy joes that I'm going to have for my third SkinnyBox. But I'm preparing it now so it can sit in my thermos. And what I have found is with those types of meals, like the soups and the sloppy joes, and they're kind of like entree-ish. I have found that if you make that the meal prior and let it sit for a while, then it has better consistency, it has a better taste, in my opinion. And so that's like one of the tips that I have. So the meal before I eat those, I prepare it. So my water is now done boiling, and I'm going to put it in here in my thermos with my sloppy joe mix, and that will be my third SkinnyBox meal. So I'm gonna go enjoy my shake, and I will see you back in about 2 hours and 45 minutes. I forgot to add that also, when I have my second SkinnyBox meal, which is the shake, I also have a second cup of coffee. So I'm having that now. And then actually, before my next meal, I will have what they call a fiber infuser. So in about an hour and a half, I will do that. And so I will walk you through what I do for that and why we do it when we get to that point. So I'm going to enjoy my shake. I will be back in about an hour and a half actually for the fiber infuser. Then after the fiber infuser will be my third meal, which is the sloppy joes. Okay, I'm back an hour and a half later, and I'm doing the fiber packets. And so you get 2 of these a day. And how I do it is after my second SkinnyBox meal, so after my shake that I had, then an hour and a half later you can have one of these. And this really helps with keeping kind of those hunger pains at bay in the middle of the day. So they're really tasty. This one is the iced tea. I don't recommend this if you do not like tea. This is a very tea flavored packet, but I love tea, so it's very good. And I will be back in, I don't know, probably, I think it's like an hour and a half or an hour and 15 minutes or something like that for my third SkinnyBox, which will be the sloppy joes. Okay, I'm back for my third SkinnyBox meal, and my thermos is ready with my vegetarian Sloppy Joes that are in it. That's what I'm having for lunch. Now, I add extra water to my entrees. So things like soups, like the chili, the cheesy pasta, the Sloppy Joes. I want to say it calls for like 5 ounces of water, and I do like 6 to 8 ounces depending on what it is. It just gives it more volume because it's just water, but it does make it a little more of like a runny texture. So I just eat this. I don't put it on any kind of bread or crackers or anything like that, and I don't make anything that would be, you know, compliant to make it with. I just eat it right out of here. So here is the consistency of it, what it looks like. So it looks very similar to like a chili. It has a very robust taste. It's very good. Highly recommend that. And I'm going to enjoy this, and then I will be back in an hour and 15 minutes with my second fiber infuser, the fruit punch. This will be coming up in an hour and 15 minutes after this meal. And like I said, the fiber infusers, just a game changer in the SkinnyBox program and how it works and differs from other programs that are similar to this. The fiber infusers, again, just help keep those hunger pains at bay. It helps keep your system moving. It's a fiber, so it definitely assists in that area. If you experienced any difficulties in that area in other programs, SkinnyBox, in my opinion, in my non-medical advice, you won't have an issue with the fiber infusers. So they really, really are a game changer. Obviously, if you have a medical condition or anything, you would want to consult your physician. Again, I'm not giving medical advice. It's just my own personal journey. I have noticed a huge difference from other programs to this by having this 2 fiber infusers a day. So that's my experience. So I will see you all back in about an hour and 15 minutes. Also, I forgot to add that at this time, if I am having a pudding for my 5th and final SkinnyBox meal, which would come after my high protein, low carb dinner. I make it for dinner. You can have that meal anytime you want. You can go back to some of my other videos where I talk about that, where you can eat these in any order that you need. Generally, Monday through Friday, I eat my meal that I'm actually going to be preparing for dinner. That's generally how I do it. But what I like to do is when I am doing either my fiber infusion or my my 4th SkinnyBox meal, I will then make my pudding. So that way it has time to set up in the refrigerator and get nice and cold and puddingy. So I'm going to go ahead and add the water to this. This is what I'm having for my very last meal. It is the creamy cookie, and it can be made as a pudding or a shake. I'm going to have it as a pudding. It does take 4 ounces of water for a pudding. If you're making it into a shake, it would be 8 ounces. So I'm going to go ahead and do my 4 ounces of water, maybe, which is a half of a cup. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. And spill it. So that's awesome. So 4 ounces. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this to the water and mix it up. So again, it's just a little bit of prep during the day. This is not necessary. This actually is made to where you can stir it, let it set for, I want to say, it just says pudding will thicken upon standing, so it doesn't take very long to thicken. But this is my preference. I like to make it early, have it sit in the fridge, and get nice and cold and very pudding-like. But I'm going to show you here what this looks like right out of the gate. It is definitely edible right when you make it. I have eaten it right when I've made it, but like I said, during the week, I kind of like to put it in the fridge, have it be a real pudding-like dessert. But you can see here, I just have it in a little plastic container. It is very much where you could eat it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this popped in the fridge, and this will be my last meal of the evening. Okay, I am back about an hour and 15 minutes later after my fiber infuser that I had, and it was very good. So now I am going to have my 4th SkinnyBox meal, and I'm going to do the cheddar curls. So I like to have my 4th meal be like my afternoon snack. So I like it to be crunchy. I like it to feel like I'm having that crunchy snack feel. They look like Cheetos, but I will be honest with you, they do not taste like Cheetos. So if you're looking for, you know, that kind of taste, I mean, it's just not going to happen. These are very high in protein, low in carbs. They're delicious, but they're not going to be the same as your kind of junky, you know, snacks that you get, like Cheeto or a Dorito or something like that. Of the entire SkinnyBox line, the crunchy snacks are my least favorite. Not saying I don't like them. I do like them, but they're just my least favorite. The puddings and shakes are phenomenal. They are absolutely delicious. The bars are, most of them are exceptionally good. The entree type meals, the soups, the chilies, the sloppy joes, the pastas, they have an omelet, and I'm missing some, but that kind of meal, very, very good. They're much better than other brands that I've had. But the crunchy snack-like items, just my least favorite. Do I still buy them? Absolutely. Do I still eat them every day? Yes. It's just that they are not as like, oh my gosh, this is so good as all the other options that they have at SkinnyBox. I still buy them. I still eat them. I like to have that crunchy, savory snack. Those are the snacks that I enjoy. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, so those are the snacks that I enjoy the most outside of SkinnyBox. So that's why I still purchase them. That's why I still eat them. That's why I still have them. Because they fulfill that kind of salty, crunchy snack that I'm craving. So with that, I'm going to go eat my snack, and then I will be back in 2 hours and 45 minutes for our one meal that I prepare a day. So the high protein, low carb meal, I'll talk about where I go to get recipes, what I'm looking for, what are some of the guidelines that SkinnyBox has. And so I'll talk about those, and I'll see you then. All right. It has been 2 hours and 45 minutes. So now I am on to my 5th meal of the day, which is the meal that I prepare. And that is a high protein, low carb. I use it for dinner, but you can eat it anytime that you want during the day. Usually Monday through Friday, I eat it at dinner. Sometimes on the weekends, I might change it up. So It includes a protein. A leaner protein is better. Healthy fats, which are things like avocados, oil, olives. Today I'm using sour cream. And then 3 servings of vegetables, which are the low carb veg, and then seasoning sparingly. So things like what I focus on, Mrs. Dash, black pepper, garlic, onion. And so for my meal tonight, I found it on Pinterest, which is where I find almost all of the meals that I prepare. You can find them under things like 5-in-1. I look up SkinnyBox meals. I look up Optavia meals. They're both very similar, so I usually interchange them out. If it's an Optavia meal, then I will use it for SkinnyBox. So tonight I'm having cheeseburger casserole, which is hamburger, cauliflower. You mix almond flour and almond milk together, cheddar cheese, Mrs. Dash, and pepper. And that is 1 lean, 2.5 greens, and 1.5 condiments. And so I added spinach for the other half greens. So I have a full 3 greens. And then I'm adding sour cream for the other half of the condiments. So it's like that. And again, I just buy the light sour cream. And then my boyfriend does this with me, the meals with me. He doesn't do SkinnyBox, but he eats the dinners that I do because I'm not cooking twice. So I add things to his. So like tonight I'll add some like garlic bread with it. He's added, you know, things like chips, or he has a snack or whatever after it. So, but he does do it with me. And I will be back in 2 hours and 45 minutes to do my last SkinnyBox meal, which is the pudding that I made earlier. So I will see you then. Okay, it is 2 hours and 45 minutes later. So I'm having my last SkinnyBox meal. It is the dessert. It's cookies cream or something like that. I made it into a pudding. You can also have it as a shake, but I decided to make it into a pudding. So I'm gonna have that and finish watching March Madness, and that ends my whole day of eating. So it's been super easy, and you just set a bunch of alarms, and I will do a video on how I manage like when to eat, what apps I use, and how I do all that. I will do that in another video, but I'm gonna end today with what I ate in a day.